I think we're going. Let's see. Yes. So hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie Rodriguez, and I am super honored tonight to be doing the Empower You call. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about the keys to success. So bear with me for 1 second. I am going to, I have a PowerPoint that I'm going to share with you. Screen share. Share. Hold on. There we go. And bam, there we go. So I'm going to start out with telling you a little bit about me to kind of shed light on my getting into coaching and my coaching journey and how I got to where I'm at. I am a lifetime 1-star, and actually today I hit 16 months of Success Club. So I am a Success Club All-Star with 16 months in a consecutive months of Success Club. And I started coaching in 2012. And so that puts me just a little over 3 years in the business. And when I started out, my first program was Insanity. And Insanity, I'll tell you why I chose it, because I was probably sick in the head. I was not into fitness at all. I am sure if you know me from back then, that was the last thing on my mind. I was one of the moms that liked to make crazy decadent desserts and go to play dates with those things, and we would eat and drink and coffee and croissants. That was just our thing. Like Shakeology probably wasn't my thing. In fact, when Erica introduced me to Shakeology, I told her I didn't like it, and I thought I didn't eat it. And so she was super sweet about it and just said, well, it's not for everybody, and left it at that. And I didn't know at the time about ordering Insanity from her. So I ordered it and we got it, and I dropped the ball on that. So sorry, Erica. And I attempted Insanity. I went all in with the craziest program that Beachbody had at the time. As a mom who saw that infomercial over and over and over again at night while nursing my infant, I thought, okay, I'm going to go for this. So 2 weeks into Insanity and my pants are falling off, I decide, all right, well, now I should really get into it. So then I called Erica and I said, I'm in for the Shakeology. So I got in on Shakeology. I finished the program, and in 60 days, I lost 21 pounds, and I landed in the current Insanity infomercial. So if you're up late enough, you will catch Stephanie R. from Minnesota. So stellar results from a home program, right? So I decide I'm going to quit the gym because I don't need that anymore. And I go on to Chalene Extreme. I lose a total of 40 pounds in 5 months drinking Shakeology and having completed Insanity and Chalene Extreme. So one would think that with having such stellar results and belief in the product, that I would have been a coach that knocked it out of the park right off the bat. And to be completely honest, that wasn't me. I was not that coach that showed up and was like Success Club. They didn't really have it then, but Success Club starter, like a Success starter. That wasn't me. My first year maybe hit Success Club. I tried to look back in the back office so I could tell you for sure, but I can't figure out how to go back that far. But I can honestly say it was probably maybe 5 times, maybe And that's like a stretch. And so like, that was not me. I just was not that person. And why? Why wasn't I the coach that knocked it out of the park? I had stellar results. I believed in the product. I absolutely, like, I loved Shakeology after seeing what it would do for me. And I got in the right mindset, but why wasn't I successful then? I was afraid. I was completely and utterly afraid of screwing up. I was afraid that people would judge me. My friends would judge me. I thought my family was judging me. I thought other coaches would judge me if they saw my posts on social media. I thought my upline would judge me. I thought my downline would judge me. Like, literally, if anybody could judge me, I thought everybody was. So instead of growing my business, I was at a halt. So I thought I was going to be Emerald for the rest of my life. And it was maybe, oh gosh, 2.5 years ago, I posted in what was then Fit for Life that, hey, if I'm going to be Emerald, I'm going to be Emerald. And you know what? I had a sour attitude. And that showed in my business. And so then I went to Summit my first year in 2013. And I started connecting with others, and I learned something. And I learned something big because I met hundreds of coaches, just chat. If you know me, I chat with everyone. I just like to talk. So if we were in line for something, I made a friend. If I was at a training, I made a friend. If I was at a workout, I made a friend. So literally, I learned that out of all those people that I talked to, they were all just people. And anybody in this business can be successful. You know, you look at Lindsay Matway and Trina Gray and Mindy Wender and Janelle Summers. They're just regular people, just like you and me and everyone else. And that means that you and me and everyone else have the same keys to success as they do. So that brings me to one of the biggest things that I'm sure you have heard 1,010,000 times, is that consistency is a must in your key to success. And what do I mean by that is that you need to show up. If you're not showing up, then you're not going to take off. Literally not. And you know, I have coaches ask me all the time, well, why isn't, I'm not doing well, it's not working. And then I go and I look at their Facebook page and they haven't shared anything. So nobody knows what they're doing. So here's the main things that I think are super important, and that I'm not going to tell you anything in this webinar that aren't things that I do on a weekly and daily basis. So check one, check your online office every single day, if not multiple times a day. I probably check, I'm probably OCD about checking my online office, but I check probably 4 times a day. I check it in the morning and mid-morning. I definitely check it at lunch no matter what. And I definitely check it after dinner, and I check it right before bed in case there's something that needs attention. Because if I am expecting an order and it doesn't come through, it's on me. So I need to make sure that I know what has happened with that order that I was expecting, that if it's not there, that I take next steps. Or anything with my downline, or anything in regards to volume, Success Club points. I know exactly what's going on in my online office every day. Next one is huge. And when I say it, like, if you aren't getting on the national wake-up calls, you are seriously missing out. The top of the top are offering training to us for free. I'm going to say it again. It's for free. Free, free, free. Get on that national wake-up call and literally soak in, be a sponge, because they give amazing training on there. And if you are at work or school or whatever, not an excuse. because it's recorded. So you have all week to do the callback line, and then there's even MP3s in your online office. So make sure that you are getting on that national wake up call. And I'm 99% sure, I don't have this podcast, but the Beachbody podcast has all the national wake up calls on there too. So you can like listen to them in the car or wherever. The next one is, if you're on right now, you're doing it, is get on team calls. It is so important to get on team calls, especially this one. It's once a month. The commitment is so minimal, but it is so rewarding. So make sure that you're getting on your team calls. And I'm sure most of us who are on this call also get on Mindy and Janelle's calls, because they have also amazing insight and training, and it really is super important. Personal development, huge. And I'll say I didn't do it when I first started. Remember that story of my sour post in the then Fit for Life group? I wasn't doing personal development. And so I had a really poor attitude. And doing personal development really does open your eyes to the bigger picture. So don't write it off that you don't need it. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs personal development. Checking your Facebook groups. So you should check in your team Facebook group at least once a day, because you don't know what your upline is posting for you. I know personally that I have coaches that message me and ask questions about stuff that I've posted in my team group. I am certain that that happens to Angie and Erica and Mindy and Janelle too. And that's because people aren't checking. And upline, they make sure you have information. So just make sure that you're checking there and checking it's not on there, and checking your emails. Because when you are consistent and showing up, you have all the information, because we really do make sure you do have it. Do your power hour. So if you don't know what a power hour is, I believe in the Empower You group, definitely in my group, I have it somewhere. There is a to-do list, and it will help you stay on track. So, and if it's not in the files in either groups or what have you, I'm sure that I will find it in my computer and post it after this webinar. But it is a list of what you should be doing every day to be on track and to have a successful business. And, you know, committing 1 hour or 2 hours is ample time to get going. I personally work a lot now, but that is because I have goals that are not just, you know, when I started, I just wanted to cover my Shakeology. And now I have bigger and more, I don't know what the word is, just more intense goals, I guess. And then the next one is to post on social media. I mentioned it on the last slide, and you know, the people that are asking, why isn't this taking off for me? If you're not sharing what you're doing on social media, nobody knows what you're doing. So it's not going to take off. And I'm not telling you to like vomit Beachbody all over your Facebook. I literally think one post a day about your workout or healthy eating or motivation, something that reminds people that you are into health and wellness, and that you are the go-to person when they decide that they're going to tackle a fitness journey. They think, oh man, you know, Jessica, she posted PiYo today for this bod thing. I'm gonna contact her. Though that happens, and that is why you need to share occasionally a workout or what have you. anything. It can be food, just showing people that you are walking the walk and talking the talk. And in big red, this is like the biggest one, and I didn't put it at the top because I wanted to really stress it at the end. And it's to host a challenge group monthly. And I know they're scary. I do. But it's a must. And I don't know a successful coach that doesn't host one monthly. And in fact, some host two. When I host two, I usually team up with my team for one, and then I host a smaller one for like my regulars or what have you. But without fail, there is not a month that has gone by in the last 2.5 years that I have not hosted a challenge. So very, very big, huge, important thing there. Flashing lights, host challenges. That brings us to the 3 vital behaviors. And this slide is from Beachbody, and I found it to be pretty important. If you haven't heard of the 3 vital behaviors, you're probably a newer coach. This will not be the first time you hear it. So number 1, invite, invite, invite. And literally, you're going to invite as many people as possible every single day. When you invite people to join, that is what also encourages them to want to get healthy. And so invites can be in person. I tend to do both. I invite on social media via a open like post. Hey, I'm having a challenge. I'm not going to get into exactly how I post because that is like a whole other webinar. But I would have one-on-one chats like Kim Henderson. I messaged her privately. I knew she had a baby, and she's now a coach. I knew she had a baby, and I wasn't sure exactly how far along after she had the baby, but I said, hey, I noticed you had a baby. I just wanted to let you know, as a mom, I get it. I'm not sure if you're interested in losing baby weight, but let me know, because I host these online fitness challenges. She was all in. And, it took a lot for me to ask her, and now she's one of my top coaches. So invite people. This one's huge. Number 2, be proof the products work. You have to be using a fitness program. And, I have noticed inactive coaches in the downline. And what that tells me is that you're not drinking Shakeology. And seriously, it is huge. It is our #1 selling product. If you're not drinking it, you can't share how amazing it is because you can't tell others what it does for you or how it's worked for you. And you can't, share, telling somebody that a product is a certain price and you don't invest in it yourself is really hard. It's not going to work. And if it does, it won't last very long because Shakeology is a game changer. It is amazing, but it's really hard to share if you're not using it and you're not having the game-changing success and you're not showing others that you are a product of the product and practicing what you preach. So make sure that you are doing a fitness program and that you're drinking Shakeology because it is way important. And again, the personal development that was on the first page. And I told you that I didn't do the reading portion, and it was holding me back. So make sure that you find some books that interest you. Some that I really love are Girl Boss. That I just read that. I actually read that twice. Thanks, Erica, for sending it to me. And I'm trying to look at my books while I'm. Oh, The Compound Effect is awesome. Push by Chalene Johnson is amazing. GoPro. Some of them are in my room. Just anything. There's some on YouTube, some that are completely free. If you look them up, the people just read the audio into the YouTube. I mean, there are ways to get personal development in, and it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. So now I'm going to talk about being a team player. So what does that mean? What does being a team player mean? And on the side here, you see that together everyone achieves more, and it is so true. When you connect with coaches, you have an opportunity to share ideas and really just connect and grow in yourself just because you're connecting. Something that I love is hosting challenges with others. It makes for an amazing challenge. And you know, you don't always need your sponsor to do this with you. You can do this anytime with any coach. Get in the group and say, hey, who wants to host a challenge with me starting in 2 weeks or starting April 1st or whatever you're going to choose. It doesn't matter. Go for it and connect with others. You know, a lot of people have success partners, and sometimes the success partner isn't always a hit. And that's okay. You're not going to jive with everyone, and someone isn't going to push you the way you want to be pushed or grow the same that you want to grow. So then you can find another success partner. And it's okay to have more than one. Gosh, I talk to people a lot. Like people on our team. I have a success partner that is on Team Dare to Dream, but I also am super close with other go-getters. Like I literally connect with so many coaches that it has only helped me because we get to pick each other's brains and we help each other. And you know, if somebody, this is a big one that I love to share. If somebody likes a post that you posted and is a coach, do them a favor and go back and like theirs. You know, if you see a newsfeed post and it is just, you know, a coach really trying to, you know, get something out there, help them, like it, because you know what's going to happen? It returns, and them being together and achieving their success, they're going to help you achieve your success. So be sure to do that, because really helping each other and commenting and, you know, just being social with each other helps. And honestly, I wasn't going to say this, but I will. I have made some of my closest friends through Beachbody. And I'm sure others who are on here can say the same, or they are in the process of making amazing friends now. And truly, it's from being a team player. So make sure that that is something that you do. And certainly leaving your ego at the door is huge. Just because someone is successful doesn't mean you won't be. And you really want to still continue to help others and help that even the successful coach still needs help, you know, so because in the end, that successful coach is going to help you. So literally grow together as a team and help and do anything you can. If someone asks a question in a group, man, help answer that question. If you see a question and you know the answer it in that group. And if you have, you know, a question and you post it in there, do you know what's going to happen? Someone immediately is going to answer that question for you, because they have seen that you're a team player and that you are asking questions and answering questions in those coach groups. So certainly it pays to be a team player in more ways than one. So there you go on team players. I could go on and on about being a team player. So stepping outside of your comfort zone was huge for me. And honestly, I'm doing it right now. I have never hosted a webinar like this before. And I told Erica before doing this that I was nervous. And where does the magic happen? Outside of the comfort zone. So I obviously felt like I should take a jump out there and do this webinar. And honestly, it's scary to jump out of your comfort zone. You know, I do it every week. I try to do it daily. Sometimes it doesn't always happen. And, you know, after you do it a few times, it turns into a thrill. You know, that first one is super scary. And then after you go, whoa, I did it. So seriously, if something scares you, you probably should do it. And don't have the fear that anyone is going to judge you, because 9 times out of 10, that's all in your head. I learned that way back. Nobody was going to judge me or think I was doing anything wrong. It really took a lot for me to jump out of my comfort zone. But when I did, that is when amazing things happened. So here's some things that if you aren't doing that might be stepping out of your comfort zone that could be helpful to you. Posting a live action workout picture. That was a huge one for me. I didn't want people to think that my form was poor. I didn't want people to think, well, what the heck is she doing posting a picture of her working out in front of her TV? Like literally all these things went through my mind. It is silly. It's silly because you know what? All those coaches that now you've been a team player with, they're going to support you and like your post and make you feel confident in it. And then all these other people who are just hanging out saying, wow, look at that. I wonder what she's doing. And then it turns into, wow, she's really inspiring. So for the guys, he too, I'm sorry. But also like live action workout videos. That was one that was super hard for me. I was afraid to do that. I was so afraid to do that. And now I do them all the time. But that first one, palms sweating, posting your before and after pictures, huge step out of my comfort zone. And I can remember clicking the mouse to show my first Insanity results. Like, oh my gosh, I'm about to show this. Oh my gosh. Like thought I was going to vomit everywhere, but I did it. And I kid you not, I had never had more comments, because this was at the beginning of my Beachbody career that I posted these pictures. My hands were sweating, and that first 15 seconds before there was a comment or a like felt like an eternity. But once I did it, and then people saying, oh my gosh, what did you do? Oh, like amazing. All the comments makes you feel awesome. And then magic, because people wanted to buy the program. Like that is where it happens. One that was huge for me too is hosting team calls. Host your own team call or offer to host, be a guest on a team call. If you have one coach, that's a team. Host a call. If you have 2 coaches, if you have 3 coaches, if you have 10, 30, it doesn't matter. Hosting calls are huge. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. And so when you do have a team of 100 or 200, you're going to be a pro by then. So if you have one coach on your team, get on the phone and host a team call. Talking to people was huge for me. I love to talk, but I always thought I had to talk about Beachbody. No, wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to say that again. No, do not talk about Beachbody in mom groups and all this on Facebook and all this. What you do is you just talk to people and get to know them. I get to know people in mom groups and grocery stores and school. If you're at work, you can meet people. And literally, where I meet people? Like at my kids' events. So like at dance or swimming lessons. And then I literally just say, hey, are you on Facebook? And they, yeah, sure. And they don't think anything of that because it's not weird, because we had a conversation not about Beachbody. And I never, ever go up to them and just start spewing, hey, you want to buy this? It's all about making friends and connecting with others. And they come to me because we could go back a couple slides where I talked about posting on social media, because they know what I'm doing. So those are the things that I do, or that I have done in the past, to step out of my comfort zone. And there are many, many things that might make you uncomfortable that I didn't list. And seriously, if it makes you uncomfortable, then you probably should do it, because something amazing will happen from it. So here we go. Keys to success, right? Be confident, fearless, and passionate. You joined Beachbody because of one reason or another, and your reason is probably very different than my reason, or it's the same. But no matter, literally you believe 100%, or you wouldn't have joined, that this is amazing, that this opportunity is amazing, that the products are amazing. Like, there are a million reasons what you think are amazing, right? And if you aren't confident in that, or in fearless and passionate about it, then people see that. But when you're confident and fearless and passionate, they trust you. And why shouldn't they, right? Because you believe in it. You believe in the products, you believe in the programs, and you're drinking Shakeology because you believe in it, and you know that it literally is the best shake on the market. There is nothing that compares to this shake. So be confident in that. When somebody says to you, well, what's so great about Shakeology over this protein shake at GNC? Hot damn, you know what it is. All you have to do is look at the label. And if you are uncertain of how to share that, look at the label. You don't even need to talk to them. You can literally just say, hey, why don't you compare these labels? And it speaks volumes. That's what I used to say at first, because I was nervous. And then I became fearless, because I know that my products are good, and that I know what I have to offer is amazing. And, you know, I used to apologize for Shakeology being expensive. And now I'm like, why was I doing that? It's not expensive. $4 a serving is not expensive for the amazing health benefits that are in this shake. So now when somebody says that, I don't ever say sorry. I just am confident, and I let them know what is in the shake and why I love it so much. And, you know, do I bash other products? Absolutely not. Never. I don't even talk about the other product that they bring up. I usually don't really know what the product is that they're talking about, because there are so many products on the market that it's so hard to keep up with them. There's like a few that I know, and then I literally just show them the labels and say, well, you can totally compare. I just Google search this. And I do. I Google search the label that they're talking about, and then I put it next to ours. And I have never had ours not win. So that is because I'm confident, and I know that ours will win every time. And so now I just shared with you, ours will win every time. So now, do not be afraid of no. This is a big one. Actually, I welcome no's because it's closer to a yes. And now in 3 years, I can tell you I've had a lot of no's. I've had a lot of yeses. I've had a lot of no's turn into yes. And what that tells me, and what I'm going to tell you right now, is no means not right now. It doesn't mean no. It doesn't mean that they're not going to ever purchase from you. It just means they're not ready. They're not ready for what you have to offer. You are offering health and exercise and healthy eating and a lifestyle change. And not everybody's ready for that change. But the more we're going back to those social media posts, you're going to keep inspiring people. And then they're going to be ready, and then they're going to want to do it. And then that no turns into a yes. And so as long as you're doing that whole consistency thing, a lot of those no's turn into yes. And now this one is huge. Right? Everybody has haters. Everybody does. Okay, so don't let the haters affect you. Literally shake it off, okay? Because every successful coach had haters, has haters, and will continue to have haters. And that has nothing to do with you. That has a lot to do with that person's mindset and where they're at. And, you know, if they're not ready to be on a fitness journey or a health journey, that's fine. People don't get everything that you're going to do, and they don't always understand. But a lot of those haters have mindset changes. I have family who didn't get it. They didn't get it at all. And I was told, You're not going to get all anorexic on us, are you? And I was taken back. I'm like, do you even know how much food I have to eat doing Insanity? Like, oh my gosh. I was at like 2,200 calories a day. And I'm like, anorexic? Do you even know what that means? Like, come on. Like, haters in my family, haters like on social media, it happens. People are going to hate. And all you have to do is do you, because I'm going to tell you right now, the person that asked me if I was going to be anorexic is a family member who is now 50 pounds lighter and a Shakeology, like religious Shakeology drinker. So I'm telling you right now, don't hate on the haters, I guess. Let them hate, because it's fine. It will, you just keep doing you, and don't let that hold you back in your own success and in your own fitness journey and what you're going to post on social media, because that one hater is a hater, fine, but you're going to inspire that person later. And all the other people that are being inspired by your posts and what you're doing now, is you don't even know right now who is going to come out of the woodwork. If you are a new coach, I'm telling you, people are watching you, and they're watching you close, because they want to see if you're going to fall off track. But you're not, because you have our online support. And so they're watching you hard, and they're going to see, oh, well, does the weight come back? Like, they want to watch you to see your success. And when you keep showing them success, because Beachbody programs work, they're the bomb. Like, come on, guys. So you keep showing that, and they keep coming to you. So again, consistency, even with the haters. Now, you are the CEO of your business. This is your business. This isn't a job that you go to that you get paid and you go home. You get what you put in. Like, you literally get what you put into this business. So okay, I'm trying to be PC about saying this. Okay, I'll just say it. Don't go straight to your upline for every single little itty bitty thing, because this is not your upline's business. This is your business. So, if you are going to post on social media, do it. Don't second guess yourself. You are amazing. You don't need the approval of anybody else. Just like I had the fear that people were judging me, your upline is not judging you. Your downline is not judging you. You're inspiring people. So go for it. Go all out. This you put in, abundance, it returns tenfold. So truly and honestly, if you have a question, who do you think your first person you should go to answer that question? I'm going to leave you there for a second to think about it, because it's not your upline sponsor coach. It's your frequently asked questions in your back office. Be sure, this is your business. Treat it that way, and go to that FAQ, and seriously take the time to learn your business, because you are going to have to train your downline, and so on and so on and so on. So be sure to take responsibility for your business. You are the CEO. And so if you have a question that can't be found in the frequently asked questions, go to a coach group and ask it. Because remember that whole team player thing, all those people you helped before, they're going to help you. Because, as you get going, you'll see really fast that if you have 30 coaches and all 30 message you all day, you don't have time for your own business. So make sure that you are training yourself in all of these things, because we have Mindy Wender's training site and Janelle Summers' training site, and we have Star Diamond trainings, Coach Basics trainings, 21-day trainings, 14-day trainings. Kid you not, You have so much training at your fingertips. You have to do it though. This is not your sponsor coach's business, it's yours. So own it and rock it, right? Rock your business. So take that, and I hope that, you know, some of this inspired you to jump out of your comfort zone, stay consistent, run your business like a pro. And I guess that's it. And if you have questions, feel free to message me. I'll be on for a little bit longer tonight, but then I am going to log off and probably veg out, because today has been one of those days that has been like, I blinked and the whole day is over. So that is the end of this webinar, and I thank you all so much for getting on. And again, feel free to message me. I'll probably be on for another, I don't know, 30 minutes, and then I'm going to log off.